Okay, hi, I'm Mari slash Lucinuette. I'll try to get through this as fast as I can. So, a lot of people have been messaging me, pinging me, asking me for a tutorial on how I make my assets for EmoteLab. So this is that. I will do my best to explain. I'm doing this without a script, and this is not my first time recording this, and I've also had technical difficulties, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Starting out, I'll open up the texture into my art program. I use Procreate. I love Procreate. I've been using it for literal years, so it's just my go-to. This is the DPI and dimensions of the texture. I normally just use the default texture, but if you're really wanting that level of detail or to see the file size, there you go. And yeah, I typically use a lot of symmetry tool in my assets. Not all of them. Some of them are just like copy paste, or I draw it just entirely on its own. I try to line it up down to the pixel. You do not have to do this. If you're a couple pixels off, it really won't make a difference. I'm just super particular and need things to be like exact. I start out by drawing a general shape to give me an idea of how big the thing that I'm drawing is going to be. It's just good for reference for me, and it works best for me, so that's why I try to do that. It's totally not a requirement at all, and I don't do it with every asset. I just do it to kind of get an idea of what I'm wanting or what I'm doing, so totally optional. You do not have to do this. Totally a me thing. And I change assets all the time. I adjust them, I redraw them. As you can see here, I've redrawn the cat paws like 3 times. I keep adjusting face proportions, stuff like that. I'm a perfectionist, so I want things to look as perfect as I can get them. And if something bugs me, I just change it. But if you ever feel insecure about what you're doing, just know you can always change it. And even though it takes more time, the results always end up being worth it, especially if you like it. It's pretty basic. I typically don't render a whole lot just because these things are going to be small. In the context of Twitch and Discord emotes, you're going to want them to be readable from a large distance, especially when they're tiny. So I will typically try to make the lines and such as readable as possible. That's where most of my adjusting is I try to look at how it looks when it's super small versus when it's big versus all of that. So that's just a recommendation. It's also not required. If you're using them as like big Discord stickers, then it's really not that big of a deal. It's genuinely up to your preference, I would say. After I'm satisfied with whatever asset I've made, and typically I fully separate my assets by color and stuff, so people who want to edit them get the full PSDs and they can make whatever they want. Like this cat could be a black cat, a white cat, an orange cat, a purple cat if you so desire. So I include all of those files. You also don't have to do this. It's just because I offer these assets for free and I want them to be as accessible and easy to change as possible. Once I'm done, I export it to my Google Drive because I have to transfer it to my PC. Pretty quick and easy process. While I wait for that, I import it onto my own texture file as well, so that I don't look bald or weird when I'm testing it. I like to see how my assets would look on a fully edited character, and I also will test how it looks on the default ones, just so that I know that it isn't too obscure in either one. It can be edited to fit one more than the other as well, so yeah. Then I export that as well and I test it on EmoteLab. Here's the finished product for that. I think she turned out super cute. I love the cat. In some emotes, the cat is going to look a little bit 2D, and some of your textures might as well, but in all fairness, they are 2D objects. It's not like live 2D art where you can kind of create a 3D effect with it, but I still think it looks pretty nice and I really liked how it turned out. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten so much. I've received so many nice DMs and so many nice comments, and people have been really supportive. I appreciate it so much. This is the most anyone has ever liked my artwork and my things, so it's like, whoa, overwhelming. I will say, this is my only kind of rule around my assets and stuff. If somebody commissions assets from me, please do not trace them or try to get the assets that I have given somebody else. I've already had to message somebody about this. these assets are intended for the person paying for them. I have released a lot of free ones. I don't mind if you trace my character's assets. Don't mind that at all. But please do not trace things that have been commissioned from me. I released a lot of free assets. I hope this isn't like too much to ask. I would much prefer you use my free assets or ask me to make some sort of free asset that is similar or related rather than trace work that is for clients. I hope that's, again, not too much to ask. I'll end this, but thank you again so much for your support. I appreciate it so much. Oh my god. And I've gotten a lot of DMs and requests and pings. I'm like shaking, I'm so nervous. Okay.